Hello, this is Tim Bryce with the National Weather Service in El Paso. This is a special weather briefing for today through Sunday for the potential for heavy rain and flash flooding. This presentation was put together Thursday, July 31st. Well, what are we expecting? We are expecting the potential for heavy rain and flash flooding, as I said. The best potential for flash flooding, first of all, in the Sacs, Gila region, and Sierra County, and that's basically the Silver Fire burn scar, any day today, tomorrow, into Saturday, and probably even into Sunday. Flash flooding, again, will also be possible in the lowlands anywhere today and tomorrow, and probably even into Saturday as well. Flash flooding, the threat will shift west of the divide for Saturday into Sunday, and I'll show you in some graphics here what we're talking about. Basically, this is the weather scenario. You can see the green color there is the what we call the monsoon moisture plume, and it is concentrated over New Mexico. In addition, you can see the cold front that is draped across New Mexico, extending down into Mexico. The cold front not really bringing in colder air, but what it does is it helps to it's brought in more moisture, and it helps to focus that moisture and give it a lift, and that's what's going to help to start off some of our thunderstorms. So this is where things are going to be on Thursday night, and you'll notice a trend here. Friday night, the moisture is still there, and now we've even thrown in a weak upper level storm system. All three of these factors, the moisture, the front, and the upper level storm system, will all help focus thunderstorm activity. Here's Saturday night, not much change, and you can see that moisture plume is still just concentrated over New Mexico. Even into Sunday night, what's happening is dry air is going to start to sweep in from the east. But out west, like I said, the risk for flooding rains will shift more west as we move into Sunday. Well, what's the weather scenario? In the past 7 days, large parts of our area of responsibility have received lots of rain. That yellow color there on the right-hand side in the Sacramento Mountains is anywhere from 3 to 5 inches of rain have fallen in the last 7 days. But even across a big swath of the area for Sierra and the rest of Otero County, they've received well over 1 inch to 2 inches of rain in the last 7 days. And there'll be isolated places that have received even more. How does this look as a percentage of normal? Well, anywhere where you see purple or blue, anywhere you see blue is 200 to 300% of normal, and in that bright pinkish is over 600% of normal. So you can see that Sierra County and in particular Otero County have received well above normal, way above normal percent of normal precipitation over the last 7 days. So basically what that comes down to, especially in Sierra and Otero County, the ground there is saturated, the lakes are full of water, the creeks and arroyos are running. They're not flooding, but they are running. So we don't have any more freeboard. We don't have any more room to go. So if we get more heavy rain up there, it's very quickly going to lead to a potential for flash flooding. Out west, we've got a little more to work with, but as I said, the threat's going to be there every day. And as we get more rounds of rain, that's just going to saturate those soils as well. Here is what the people in Washington think we're going to get for precipitation from the Weather Prediction Center. Actually, this is some of the highest totals I've seen for our area from the Weather Prediction Center, and it's actually the highest in the country. You can see in that red color is anywhere from 3 to 4 inches. And of note is the Silver Fire burn scar. So over the next 5 days, they're expecting the Silver Fire burn scar to get at least 3 to 4 inches of rain down through Luna County. And then that purple color is 2 to 3 inches. So they're expecting 2 to 4 inches of rain across the entire area over the next 5 days. This is kind of a messy graphic, but I wanted to show you. The River Forecast Center gives us guidance on how much rain they think is going to cause flash flood. And you can see in Otero County there on the right hand of the slide, they've really brought down. This is the amount of rain that we would need to receive in not 1, not 3, but 6 hours. So it's a long time period, and they've brought things down in a few spots to about 1 inch of rain to 1.5 inches. So if we get 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain in parts of Sierra County and in Otero County, it could very quickly lead to flooding. So that just kind of gives you an idea that the ground is very saturated and we just don't have any more room for any more heavy rain. And unfortunately, that is exactly what we're expecting over the next 3 to 4 days. So some of the uncertainties are when is the heavy rain going to form? Tonight or Friday into Saturday or Sunday? It's going to happen. Somewhere in southern New Mexico or far west Texas is going to receive too much rain. There's going to be flooding in the next 3 to 4 days somewhere, and right now we're just not sure where that's going to be. And that's the second point. Where's the heavy rain going to be? Is it going to be east versus west? If it starts out west, we've got a little room to work, but it's very quickly going to become saturated out there, and then we'll start to have problems. If it starts out east of the Rio Grande, we will very quickly have a serious situation. So those of you on the Mescalero Indian Reservation in Alamogordo and Truth or Consequences down below the Silver Fire Burn Scar, you need to be paying attention to where the storms are and where the rain is forming, because we may need evacuations, especially associated with the Silver Fire Burn Scar. So just be aware of that. Currently, we do have a flash flood watch out for today through Saturday in the morning, and my guess is that's going to have to be extended through Sunday morning for all of southern New Mexico and far west Texas. And what's the potential that we'll see? Well, we, of course, we'll have the potential for flood advisories, which is the nuisance flooding, but more, we'll also see flash flood warnings, and there is a slight chance for severe thunderstorm warnings with a wet microburst. But our real concern is going to be the flash flood warnings. Real quickly, here's a graphic showing you where the flash flood watch is, so that you can kind of see that in a graphical form, but you can see it covers all the counties of that we cover, southern New Mexico, and the 2 counties in far west Texas. So again, summary of expected impacts. We've got a high confidence of flash flooding in the Sacramento Mountains because they've received so much rain over the last several days, and in the burn scars, the Silver Fire Burn Scar, the Signal, and the Whitewater Baldy. So if you live below any of those burn scars, be aware of this situation. We've got a medium confidence for flooding in the flood-prone areas, and then there's a low confidence. There is a potential there for damaging wet microbursts. But again, the focus is going to be on the flooding and the heavy rain that we're going to receive over the next 3 to 4 days. So I thank you for your time. Emergency managers and the media can always monitor things in the NWS chat room, but the public can always keep up with things with our webpage at weather.gov/El Paso, or follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/NWS El Paso, or with our Twitter handle at NWS El Paso. So thank you for your time and have a good day.